Here we go. Let's get ready to stream date everything. We're gonna date so many things. Welcome everyone to Date Everything. Welcome everyone to Date Everything. I don't know the intro music well enough to set a tune to it. Doo-doo. Good evening, I'm Alex C. I'll give people a minute to arrive before I get going. Just gonna vibe out this lovely title screen. Maybe load up the credits so I can see the name of my good friend Stephanie Sterling in the credits. I haven't done writing for this wonderful game. How goes the day? It goes alright. I was very sleepy. I spent most of my work day just transcribing Control-Alt-Access. Say nobody says, is this the Switch version? Somewhere I saw that there was some bugs in that one. This is the Switch version. I'm loading it up on Switch 2. I know nothing about the Switch version. I've been playing on PC, but I wanted to check out what the Switch version was like, because ideally I'd like to swap over to the Switch version. And I don't know what the problems with the Switch version were, but maybe they'll be fixed by playing it on Switch 2. We'll see. Let's go. Date everything. The first stapler was created for King Louis XV, who preferred it over wax seals. This model delivered gold staples and could only hold one at a time.
Congratulations. Your degree in customer service has rewarded you with a remote job at Valdivian, one of the foremost mega corporations of our times.
Ooh.
Though your house may be large, it is empty, and its halls long for visitors. The sticky notes on your bulletin board remind you of your ultimate aims. But for now, it's time to get to work.
Welcome to this video game that, at least at first, is just going to be a critique of capitalism for a little bit. Barry might be my best one. It's a monitor. It monitors your computer's every move.
Valdivianites! Happy Tuesday from your favorite Chief Executive Officer, David Most. As you know, every day here at Valdivian is a reason to celebrate, as stipulated in your employment contract.
You are required to
Today,
celebrate.
however, is extra monumental, as it's the first official day of our new hire.
Yeah.
Please join me in giving her a warm welcome to our team. Out of the 30-ish job applications we didn't immediately burn, yours had the least spelling errors. You're
Well, that's
joining us
not
at a
me.
very exciting time, and we're all rooting for your success. As it lovingly says on the plaque above our daycare center, Valdivian, our business is family. We're so excited to have you joining ours. Coincidentally, the daycare center has been shuttered indefinitely due to the recent economic downturn. We thank our Director of Child Care Coordination, Irene Thomas, for her inspiring work.
As you have pointed out correctly, Saint Nobody, yes, remote workers aren't allowed to earn perk points at this workplace. I feel like this might be a critique of capitalism, mayhaps. Oakley, thank you very much for the 3 months of Prime sub, thank you.
Hi there.
Oh, hello,
You
Tom.
come highly recommended. I've heard great things about your can-do attitude.
Oh, that's me. I can do things. Shut up, Dinglebert. I don't want to hear from you.
Not sure what that's all about. I'll have to look up that term later. I'm Tom, your manager. But you might find it easier to think of me as a leadership principal guidance associate. I'm not from your town myself, but I have heard great nice things about that specific locale. Seems like you are a customer success strategist. That's
Tom is a
wonderful.
pyramid, yes.
You should be proud.
At the top of the business, he is a pyramid. I Sure, I'm very proud of
Customers
myself.
deserve success, and in a strategic way. What could be better? Okay, champ. I'll let you get to it.
Okay. Oh, thank God there's someone else
you
to
there?
talk to, rather than get to work. There she is, world's best friend.
Oh God, don't start.
Oh, faster on wheels, these aren't the literal objects. We'll get there in a minute, don't worry. We'll get to the having conversations with literal objects in about 5 minutes. You'll know when that is occurring.
Just keep that customer service robot voice on
And now
at
we're
all
just
times, and no
working a
matter how mad you
remote
get,
desk job.
never give it back to them. And remember, I might have set you up for this job, but you got it because you deserve it. You
Yeah.
literally have a degree in customer service.
BFA in customer service, baby.
That's right. Oh geez, here comes my manager. I gotta get back to work. Good luck, okay? You got this.
Okay, I should do some customer service work, probably.
I have a broken
You have
sewing
new
machine.
tasks.
I have a broken sewing machine. What seems to be the problem?
Oh, I don't know. It stopped sewing a couple of years ago.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Can I get a refund, though?
Sure. I am not paid enough to
Hello,
care.
I purchased this book and I'm extremely angry about it. Is there a manager I can speak to?
Why are you angry about the book? Please.
Thank you.
Okay, manager. This couch popped and now my kitchen is all wet and covered with wet stuff. Why would you buy an inflatable couch?
What?
Isn't a normal couch better?
I didn't buy it. My mom did. She has inflatable all sorts of things.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Okay.
Fine, have a
Okay.
refund.
Hey.
Yeah, a.
I am a science teacher, Pronto Palace High School, Go Harridans, and I ordered this as part of a series in which I give students an element to take care of to learn how to be a good parent.
Okay.
This is not cobalt. It did not respond to normal cobalt stimuli.
Are you a supervillain?
Why would you ask me that?
Only bad guys buy stuff like elements from a storefront.
Oh, haha, I understand now. But no.
What should it normally do?
Normal cobalt is ferromagnetic. This is paramagnetic.
Can you prove you're a science teacher?
Yes, of course. I have my credentials and have tested top 50% in the country.
What kind of powers would you have if you were a supervillain?
I suppose it would be something to do with fire. I've always been quite taken by its properties.
If I were a supervillain, I'd be the distractor.
I see.
I'd distract people so we can play games online or something.
This definitely appears to be your path. I will try again later.
Hello,
What's the paper clips?
my name is Emmanuel, and I have counted precisely 480 paper clips in this box. I would like a refund promptly. Thank you.
Can I give you a refund of the value of what 20 paper clips would have been?
Yes, every single one.
That's wild.
You are the one who is wild to continue this line of inquiry. Your company is the one who is wild to continue blatantly selling incorrectly labeled goods.
Okay.
Refund.
Okay, this is our mistake. Have a refund.
Thank you for noticing.
Valdivianites!
Hey, boss.
Salutations.
Salutations from the chat bot.
Kidding.
That's replaced.
CEO is an extremely important position, and there is no way a computer could ever replicate the ingenuity, expertise, and warmth I utilize daily to bring leadership to our team and value to our
Haha,
shareholders.
funny joke.
Humanity
boss.
is absolutely integral to the transformative work we do here at Valdivian, and I will defend the essential importance of human contributions in every single aspect of this company. Excluding, of course, the following departments: sales, marketing, finance, legal, operations, public relations, communications, product, research and development, customer service,
Oh no, that's me.
facilities, janitorial,
Oh, no.
and of course, human resources. If your department has been affected, however, do not fear. Your new Val 9000 AI assistant isn't here to replace you. It's merely a useful tool to help you determine if your job is obsolete. Speaking of, please join me in bidding a fond
Had this job
Valdivian
for, what,
farewell
6
to Glenn
minutes?
Bernard and the amazing artificial intelligence team that built the Val 9000. While the Val 9000 has unfortunately determined your incredible skills would be better utilized elsewhere, your contributions to our shareholders won't soon be forgotten.
You developed the AI that replaced your job. Oh no, who could have foreseen that you developed an AI capable of doing your job and then they got rid of your job?
Sam!
Hey,
got a quick
boss. No, I'm busy, Tom.
Oh, no. You probably aren't, Champ.
I am,
The
though.
thing is, Valdivian has done some really intensive
Blah,
research.
blah, blah, blah,
And it
blah.
looks like Val 9000, the latest iterative AI tech, is going to be taking over your job for the foreseeable future.
Cool, I love being fired. Should we be, as a species, should we be concerned by this?
I don't think so. So I guess we don't necessarily need you around anymore, but we can't exactly let you go without cause. You and I are in something called labor limbo.
The least realistic thing
We'll be
about this
around
game.
until we specifically muck things up, which then they can terminate us with cause. So, no muck. I'm over here doing my best too. Keep following the leadership principles and I'll check in with further updates.
Cool.
So, are you
Yeah.
one of the affected people?
Yes, Sam, I am. I prefer to say I was
I
liberated.
mean, I knew this was coming soon, but like, didn't expect it today. Sorry for getting you this job and then getting you fired.
I'm not fired. I'm just in limbo.
Oh yeah? That kind of makes sense. In a completely twisted way, of course. Well, they're gonna lock you out of here on your computer, so we can't talk here anymore. Are you on Discord?
Yeah, I signed up,
well,
but I don't know
you
anyone.
do now. We should talk there more. Who knows who's listening to us here?
The boss.
Talk to you later.
The AI are listening. Sure, I'll leave my computer. Okay, let's check Discord.
Hello. Okay, here goes nothing.
Who are you?
Well, that's not important. Think of me
Oh, hey,
as a
Steph.
friendly,
Thank you
yet
very much for the sub.
anonymous hacker. Any second now, you will receive a delivery via drone to your front door. Tell absolutely no one it is in your possession.
Not at all
I
suspicious.
will return with further instructions when the time is right.
A cool game written by some incredibly beautiful people, and also Stephanie Sterling. There's no also about it. You are top of that list, Steph. Cool. Sounds fun getting mysterious
Perhaps.
packages. Let's go get our mysterious package and find out what we've received. Ooh. Hello, mystery drone. No, don't bash into the walls. Just go to the front door. I'll let you in. We got a little bit of tutorial to do, but once we get through tutorial, I will be going straight to Barry Styles, Steph's wonderful character. But as I said before, Steph is responsible for all sorts of things, including many descriptions of items. The lower hall table guards the lower hall with all the determination of a table. Home comfort at your fingertips. Allegedly, it never finds the right temperature. Imagine a world where you could examine the leftmost armchair in a room. You've imagined this interaction. A blanket, kind of like a duvet with humility. An armchair that inhabits the right side of the room, unless you turn around, of course. Yeah, Steph has not just written, like, a description for chair. There is a description for chair 1, chair 2, chair 3, every chair. There's a lot of descriptions. But what's more important in this moment is these magical date viators. A tortured pun if ever I've heard one. That just makes me appreciate it
You're
all
not
the
quite
more.
sure how it happened, but there's a smiling, pink-haired stranger standing just a few feet away from you. You don't remember inviting anyone over. You'd certainly remember inviting someone this cute to your house.
Hey there! Your life is about to change.
Hi!
Hope you're ready.
Ready as I'll ever be. Shut up, I hate you already. A talking pair of glasses.
You know it, but I'm not just any pair of glasses. I'm here to help you out. I'm a pair of Date Theater glasses.
Date
My name
Theater.
is Skylar Specs.
It's such a tortured pun, and I'm very ready for it.
Woohoo! My lenses have special properties. They allow you to directly acknowledge a thing's existence. Or date.
This is real playing Undertale and learning that LV stands for love, but love stands for level of violent energy. This is real. Sure.
You see all the things around your house? Things you might have taken for granted? Now you have the power to get to know them better. A lot better. And I have a feeling, just a silly, little
silly
feeling, just a
feeling.
groupy, grumpy feeling in my little tum-tum, that it'll help make your life a bit more richer. And maybe find some love. Love that is all around you.
Yeah, Steph says, I handled like 90% or so of those descriptions, with Ray Chase adding some as well. Alongside unique text for multiples of the same item, I also have unique text for many of the items that you date and fully romance. And their descriptions get nicer after that point. Aww.
In fact, let's go on a date right now.
Okay, let's go on a little sample date. A little tutorial date, I suppose.
So, we are going to awaken our first dateable object. Go up to a door, any door, and shoot some cool beams at it. Yeah, pew 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 pew.
Pew.
Go go.
You know what? I'm gonna go for the front door that got smashed through by the drone. So let's go, and then we shoot love hearts at the door.
You're still standing in your house, but the unbelievable amount of bouncer energy radiating from the tall stranger who's just appeared in front of you would have you believe you're standing outside of a club.
No funny business. I don't want to see those spectacles being used for something untoward.
I don't want to see nothing untoward, do you, darling? Right out of a Guy Ritchie movie. I'm Dorian.
Hey, Dorian. Trust me, this is going to go super well.
You sure about that? You hear that? Chaos reborn.
No, it's just them messing around with some funny options, I swear. After awakening an object for the first time, you get to speak with them here. You get to speak with each object once per day.
We get a little knackered by using this newfangled date theater rubbish, you see.
It's tiring going from being a door to being a sentient human being. Takes a lot out of you.
Sometimes when you reach a certain level of affection with a dateable object, your relationship status changes.
Say nobody, I don't know if that's the narrator from the Stanley Parable, but it wouldn't surprise me. There's a lot of really good fucking voice talent in this game. One of the first ones I recognized was Dante Bosco, who plays Zuko in Avatar The Last Airbender, is in this.
There are 3 statuses: love, friendship, and hate. Love can get you towards some really special paths for those you are truly interested in.
But it's not necessarily the best of the options in my mind.
Dorian is a big defender of friendship.
Hell yeah.
If everyone were friends, the world would be an awful lot safer, in my opinion.
I agree with you. Also, are you wearing a doorknob as a watch, sir?
I've seen the complications of love. I've lived through the jealous quarrels of hate. The true bond is one between
Zinniak
two
and Saints Row
friends
4,
with none of the
interesting.
intricacies of romantic tension.
That's our bouncer Dorian talking, but you can go toward whichever one you like. Even hate. which isn't my fave personally.
There are some that are very fun to hate.
You speaking of Reggie?
Ugh, don't remind me.
Human, you seem like a good sort. So we'll be friends. For now.
Okay, Dorian. I'll be your friend.
Friends.
Feels good, yeah? But friendship gets you even more than that. I call it specs points.
Ooh.
Take a look at this cool personality chart. Number go up.
I love when number go up. Get some stats.
Each dateable object has points to give whenever you achieve an official relationship status with them. Get more of them to be able to choose some more advanced options.
You wear it well.
You can check out your specs points on your phone, which... We gotta talk to your phone.
Duty calls, love.
So you don't have to romance at all if you don't want to. Just friendship? Yeah, you don't have to romance any of these. You can just develop a friendship with them. You can interact with them once and go, I'm not interested, and just never click on them again. You can go, I'm going to explicitly interact with you until we become enemies. I hate you and I want you to know I hate you. Sass is the stat, but it does read occasionally like ass.
By door, take out your phone and then
Okay.
shoot my beebs while it's out.
Okay, let's get the phone out. Shoot our beams at the phone.
A beautiful stranger with a dazzling smile
I love
appears
her
in front of you,
design.
shooting you a knowing wink. She turns that megawatt smile your way, and it feels like the sun is shining only on you.
Hey there! Ooh, I like it much better up here where I can see your face.
Alright, you don't get enough women with shaved heads in media, and she pulls it off really well. Like, the accentuated pink lipstick and the bright, colourful nails, great look. And my phone is talking.
Your phone? We'll see about that. You gotta win me over first, honey. Of course, to do that, someone's gotta show you how things work.
I think the slide to unlock around her waistline might be my favourite detail.
Hey there! Oh, you must be Skylar. Glad we've got the human on board with the latest tech from Valdivian.
I've been doing a little tutorial with her about how things work.
Oh, well, my sweet human. Lucky for you, I've got a gap in my schedule and a soft spot for that lost puppy look.
Oh, me? I'm not a puppy dog, I'm real cool.
Oh boy, sorry. Yeah, I'm so used to you talking through me and not to me that I should address you with the proper level of respect. Anyway, I installed some apps on your phone that are only accessible when you put on your glasses. Bring out your phone, put on the glasses, and you'll see some new ones. One of them is an app Skylar made called the Data Dex.
It's my way to keep track of all sorts of fun info about as dateable
Spoilers, everyone, this game is secretly Pokemon, and that is at least a portion of why I'm so into it.
Because there are a lot of us around this house. Ooh, you know what? Maggie the Magnifying Glass also just dropped a really cool app. Oh, gotta run! Another call coming in! Bye, Phoenicia!
Is there shiny hunting? Not to my knowledge, but I could be surprised.
Now, go awaken the magnifying glass in the living room.
Which, of course, is conveniently located on its own little shelf next to the piano.
Okay, we've only got a couple more bits to do in our tutorial. We've got to go grab the magnifying glass.
There's a distinct air of mystery to the private eye that stands before you. She reminds you of the old detective serials your parents used to watch. She gives you a scrutinizing glare through her magnifying glass, one eye comically enlarged. It's especially goofy looking to see it on someone with glasses.
Well, well, well. What have we here?
Me. Hello.
Aha! You're not a suspect, are you?
Magnifying Maggie. I don't know. Am I a suspect?
Very suspicious behavior, this not knowing.
Maggie, it's our human's first day talking with us. Go a little easy on her.
Interesting. These glasses come in from the outside and are already trying to influence my case?
Trust me, this human has a lot of potential to make this house a better place.
I'll do my best, but no guarantees. I'm not gonna get mean yet.
Regardless, as you are the human, I should give you a way to track down all the suspects yourself to keep you on my side, hopefully. I call this feature Rumors. It's installed on your phone.
It's rumors about the rooms in the house. It's
Unlike
this game has
Skylar's
terrible
Datadex
puns,
that
and
gives
I
you the
love them.
lowdown on those you've already met. Rumors tracks clues you've been given to locate all the pesky, hidden objects that are tricky to find. It's good for rounding up suspects, tracking down evidence, and getting a sense of the household scuttlebutt.
Clues to find more stuff you haven't interacted with.
It'll be tough, but worth it.
The more you find, the better your specs will be.
Take a look at Rumors in your phone. It'll help you find your way to your last dateable for today. Good luck, Gumshoe.
Right, that hat
getting
is
late.
stunningly
Who should be
ostentatious.
the last one we talk to before I run out of charges? Oh, check out that rumor Maggie gave you if you need ideas. Wait.
So I think I know what the last one we need to go to is, but let's look at the clue anyway. We want rumors. Maggie thinks you should talk to your bed next. It should be upstairs in the bedroom. First door on the left. We can do that. I do love the bed. The bed is a very good dateable.
Standing here in your bedroom, you're struck by the realization that
Like
it's been
her a lot.
entirely too long since you had anyone near your bed who wasn't, well, you. How strange, then, that the beauty standing before you feels so familiar, even though you're certain you've never seen her.
I
in
love
your
the
life.
bed, the bed struts and headboard as a corset. Fucking wild design. Who came up with this design? Because, well done.
She's all curves and comfort, a soft body and softer facial features that seem to invite one closer subconsciously.
Hey there, stranger.
Why do I feel like I know you?
Because you do. I'm Betty, and I'm your bed.
Betty is great. Honestly, this bedroom
We've been sleeping
has
together
some
so
great
many years, it would be a
characters.
little weird if you didn't know me, don't you think?
Oh, well, very forward of you. I've been sleeping with a beautiful woman and I didn't know it. I feel like I definitely remember sleeping with someone as pretty as you. I've been alone for a lot longer than I'd like to admit. I feel like I remember sleeping with someone as pretty as you.
I've been here for it all, darling. But we can make some new memories from here on. It's a shame for someone as cute as you to be alone for so long, isn't it? Will you be bringing someone back here anytime soon?
I hope so. I haven't been alone by choice.
Don't you worry. I have a strong feeling that'll be changing soon.
Oh, do you, Betty?
Oh,
do
by
you?
the way, Skylar told me everything. But don't you worry, I might be here now, but you can still sleep in your bed just like you always do. You can choose to talk to me or not, but I do hope you'll come talk to me. It'd be nice to finally get to know
You
each
can
other.
just pretend not to know I'm sentient if you want. You know, you don't have to acknowledge my personhood.
Oh, but I already know you, intimately.
Ooh.
But I suppose it wouldn't hurt to know more, would it? Well, anyway, I'll be here. See you tonight.
It's a date.
I can't wait.
This game does have a content warning system, and I think the way that it introduces its content warning system is honestly really good.
Sorry, I'm
It's
late.
very natural
I took
the
a
way
look
it
at
gets around to
rumors
it.
and got caught up in some real head scratchers.
As we will address soon.
We can talk about it later. For today, I kept you on a tight schedule, but tomorrow is a brand new day, and you can truly experience your new powers to your heart's content.
Oh, hitting the hay already? Come get comfortable then. Good night.
See you tomorrow.
I vote we talk to the desk after Barry. We'll get to talk to Barry. We're going to talk to Betty in the morning. But we'll, you know, I'll open it up after that. I guarantee there's stuff in this house I haven't interacted with yet. No, this is the full game. It's out now. I'm playing it on Switch 2. This is the full game. I am gonna start by talking to Barry. So if you want to go meet Steph's character, Barry Styles, you go to the ensuite bedroom, the ensuite bathroom of the upstairs bedroom.
Good morning. Are you ready to start getting to know everyone around here better? Maybe finally find some love?
What if I want you to fall in love with me?
Oh. You certainly can.
I win!
But I'm still in my tutorial mode setting, on the clock with a new user, you know?
But I want to confess my undying love to you, Skylar.
Oh, okay. Go ahead.
I love you, Skylar, forever and always.
Thank you. I don't know you. So, if you want to get to know me better, take a look at my app starting tomorrow, and we'll see. Champ.
Okay.
Any other questions?
No, can I just leave my house?
You can leave your house at any time, but when you do, your journey with me pretty much ends right there.
Why?
I was sent to you in secret by that hacker, and as soon as you step outside with me, Valdivian data drones will take me away.
Oh no! Not Valdivian data drones!
Oh, it's a terrifying thought. Anyway, I wouldn't recommend leaving your house now. Any other questions?
Nah, I'm good.
That might be it for this little Date Theaters tutorial, but I think we're gonna see a whole lot more than we ever imagined pretty soon.
Sounds terrifying.
Don't worry, you won't die. Unless...
It's hard to tell, but you can barely make out the faint sound of your dishwasher turning on.
Happy dating!
Okay, so where was I? Yes. This makeup in the upstairs bathroom, the ensuite bathroom to the bedroom. This is who you want to be dating if you want to meet Steph's character, Barry
A stylist
Styles.
with a very vertical, very pink hairdo appraises you, lifting his glasses to take a better look at you. His face is kind, his features soft, and his makeup? Oh, impeccable.
Oh! How about we... Oh dear.
Oh dear.
I think I'm getting lost right at the start of all this. I'm so sorry, darling. My brain runs quicker than cheap mascara sometimes.
There are a few things more relatable to me than a character whose first full sentence to a new person, the first full sentence that he gets out is, "I'm so sorry. Oh no, it's me and my over-apologizing for everything, regardless of whether I've actually done anything wrong. Oh no, I've been caught."
Oh, stupid Barry, disposable Barry, you're doing it again. Oh, just stop talking.
Can we start over?
I would like that, yes.
He takes a deep breath, shaking off his awkwardness and giving you a friendly smile.
Let's take this from the perfectly coiffed top, shall we?
Sure.
My name is Barry Styles. I am your one-stop shop for looking good, feeling great. Not that I have to work too hard at that because, and I don't know if I made myself clear enough on this point, darling, but you are looking fabulous. Why, hello.
Look at this wonderful design. The makeup palettes around the outside of the jacket, the brushes as a fancy collar, the little flip-up pocket makeup mirrors as glasses. Ugh. Please let him say just one Direction related pun. Well, you know, I would like this to become a romance, but, you know, for all I know, maybe this relationship can only go in one direction. There you go. There's a One Direction joke for you. Is that the Ace Pride flag on his arm there? Could be, could be.
I'll be honest, because I like to be clearer than a freshly unblocked pore, I really don't like talking about myself, hun. I'd much rather talk all about you. And eyebrow hydration, of course. You really cannot underestimate how important it is to avoid a thirsty brow, baby.
Can't be underestimating that. Yeah, tell me of thirsty brows.
But mostly I want to talk all about you. In fact, if you'd be so gracious as to indulge me, I'd love to really get under the skin.
Literally?
Oh, not literally, obviously. My products are for external use only.
Natalie, the voice acting's stunning, right? So apparently there is a world in which if schedules had worked out, Steph might have voiced this character. In a world where Steph doesn't get to voice this character, I do think they found a wonderful next person to voice this character. Absolutely does do a fantastic job bringing Barry to life.
I mean, can I ask you a few questions?
Sure. Let's do it.
Oh, fabulous, darling. Okay. This is super exciting. I just love learning about what other people like. I haven't yet met with a taste I can cater to. So, with that in mind, I simply have to ask.
Bella Bean, I have no idea, but given what I know of this game's voice cast, I would assume Laura Bailey's in here somewhere.
Drum roll. Favorite brand of tweezer?
Oh, well, well, I definitely have a preference.
Let's hear it, my little kitten.
Nick Wolfhard, that's who voices Barry.
Tweeze me!
It is. It's gotta be Creedle and Crabnuts, everyone. It's gotta be Creedle and Crabnuts tweezers.
Is there anything that company doesn't make? They literally make other companies, at least, if you believe the rumor they've helped the Scunthorpe Mafia set up that shell corporation.
This is maybe the block of text I looked at and most clearly was like, there's no world in which anyone other than Steph would be writing about Creedle and Crabnuts brand tweezers helping the Scunthorpe Mafia.
I like their tweezers, though. They're metal, they grip small things, they have those little grooves running across the curvy bit there.
Like, everything Steph has written for this character is fantastic. What I will say is, it all blends incredibly well into the rest of the game. That is the one line that if you hadn't told me this was Steph's character, I'd have gone up. Creedle and Crabnuts and the Scunthorpe Mafia does sound like a video title Steph would do. Even if you didn't know Creedle and Crabnuts already, I think that's the one line where I'm like, haha, I see.
Well, they're just really regular tweezers, aren't they? So, let me just make a mental note. No need to actually write it down. Got a mind like a seal trap. At least when it comes to tweezers and tweezer-related lifestyle choices. Ask me to remember a job interview or doctor's appointment, and I can't help you. But random hair conditioner trivia? I could give you that for days.
Yeah. Can I fucking remember when I have, like, a medical appointment I need to go to? No fucking chance. Can I tell you that the train that goes from London Victoria to Brighton Central to Brighton Mainline Station is a Class 636 Southwestern Rail service? I could tell you that. I could tell you that the train from Euston to Birmingham New Street is a Pendolino, an Avanti West Coast Pendolino that used to be Virgin Trains until they rebranded. Still owned by fucking Mr. Branson. Ask me what my work obligations are tomorrow. I don't fucking know. Actually, I do know one of my work obligations tomorrow. Side tangent. I'm going to an awards evening tomorrow to find out whether I won an award for best PR campaign for the Accessibility Summer Showcase. Ooh. Lay a condition of fact on me.
Oh! Oh no. I've been put on the spot.
Oh no.
Oh wait! How about this? While it's bad for your hair if you wash it every day, you can safely condition every day with no washing required. This is great because I think people should use conditioner as much as possible. Not so much for the health benefits, but the fact that it just makes hair feel really, really nice, doesn't it? freshly conditioned hair is the chocolate milk of texture. At least that's what I always say. Well, I don't always say that. That was the first time I ever said it, but I'll keep saying it now. What were we doing? Oh, right. Time for your second question. Ask me this time.
Barry, what's your favorite lipstick color?
Barry, what's your favorite lipstick color?
This is a good one. A
Is
classic
it?
of a beauty question. We can't have a beauty Q&A without knowing your favorite lipstick color, can we? Mine is pink. Impressive, no?
I think that's impressive. Sure.
That's what I said. What, pray tell, is yours?
I'm partial to like a purple or a black. Like not all the time, but I can occasionally make a black lipstick look really nice. Either that or like a bright red. Like a very strong red can go really nicely with the blue in a way that can look kind of sexy. Let's say a different color.
Oh, not one for the traditional? I can certainly respect that. There's nothing that says lippy can't be any color you want it to be, after all. Now, don't tell me, darling. Let me guess your favorite.
Lippy is so British.
Blue. No, green. You strike me as a green. Or teal. Or black. Please say it's black. I've not gone goth in forever.
Master and Will said, I assumed that this wasn't going to really interest my A-spectrum brain. I loved watching people interact, though, so this is fun. Yeah, that's the thing. This doesn't have to be more romantic or sexual than you want it to be. You can just have fun platonic interactions with interesting characters. And it gets made pretty clear if a character is interested romantically or sexually, that will be made apparent pretty quickly. And you can just go, cool, I won't interact with you again, you're not really my vibe.
Wait, no, I got it. It's gold, isn't it? Rose gold. Green. No, wait, I already said green. It's gotta be blue then. Maybe teal? This is too hard. I'm just gonna stick with other. Moving on. It's time for our final question. That sounded threatening. Anyway, third cue. What do you think is the biggest reason to wear makeup?
Hell. To feel confident.
Yeah, I get that.
The goth line has proven popular. Some goth Barry fan art has been going around today. Yeah, I like the goth line a lot. It's very fun. Also, Steph, how fun is it having a character you worked on have fan art and get to... Are you doing the thing that I did yet, where you have a little folder where you collect just nice bits of fan art to be like, I helped make this, and now other people have made things. I'm certainly not suggesting that I have at any point collected any kind of things that might be to do with a character that I maybe worked on at some point. That was the one that got me, was noticing that Etsy sellers were making custom plushes of Tash. I was like, oh shit. Not that I had anything to do with Tash as a character, obviously. Wink wink.
We all have things we're self-conscious about, and I think makeup helps. It's one of the things I love most about what I do. Helping someone get that boost they need.
This is the point where I really fell in love with Barry in this first interaction. It's the first moment of, like, the panic and the being flustered about the social interaction, and the panicked performative energy really drops away, and it's just like one very sincere, vulnerable moment that I think is really needed in this first interaction.
It's not the lippy and the eyeshadow that makes a person look good, like, truly.
I have a little folder on my desktop
how someone
of
carries themselves, you know?
certain bits of fan art that I'm just like, I'm very happy that exists. A little
Sorry,
folder.
I spoke a lot again. Of course I did. I'm an overshare. Need to stop that.
It really is fine. You don't have to keep apologizing for being you.
Barry still looks embarrassed, but a sweet little flush comes over his pale cheeks, and he smiles.
Oh, look at that little blushing expression.
Well, darling, that about wraps up the cues. It was gonna be a big 20-question thingy, but I just didn't do it, I suppose. Plus, I forgot half the ideas I had for it when I thought about combs for an hour.
Who can think about combs for an hour, of all things, for an hour?
It is pretty
Oh no!
silly, isn't it? God, Barry, you're really blowing it. Just Don't start talking about combs.
No, I was trying to get you
Sorry,
to talk more
I'll
about
stop bothering
combs.
you.
I was hoping that by clicking that, you'd tell me some facts about combs. I wanted you to get me excited about combs. Oh no, I'm blowing it. So, I want to interact with the... I'm going to open it up to chat in a minute. We're going to wander around the house and I'm going to let chat decide what we interact with. I want to start by interacting with the bed. Because I think the bed is the most obvious place I can start with showing you how content warnings work in this game. Don't tell me I said something embarrassing in my sleep.
Yeah. You didn't so much say anything. You were very animated last night.
Was I?
Oh, I'm getting a reading. It's a secret feature.
Tell me more about the secret feature.
It's called Content Aware. It goes off whenever I have the feeling that something a little off-kilter might happen. It gives you the chance to see if this dateable might be someone you might want to skip due to content concerns.
Right, I like how this is addressed. That's him or?
If you're worried that you might miss out on points or stuff, don't get your tushy in a twist.
This is the bet. This is the thing I really like about it.
I'll take care of the dirty work for you. No penalties incurred. I swear.
If you want to interact with a character because of the kind of points they give you for your stat spread, but you don't want to interact with them because of the kind of interactions that character is prone to, you can still get the points without doing their interactions. And that's great.
If you're interested, you can turn it on now. You can also turn it on or off anytime I see you.
Let's turn it on so that we can have an example.
Content aware mode, activate. Okay, hang on. My content aware is going off. Betty is a real sensual being. Talking to her is going to get pretty intensely spicy.
And I'm gonna talk to her at least this once so you can get a bit of a feel. Like, it's not that far, I would say, but like, if you're someone who's like not... To the aces in chat who are like, I don't know if a dating sim's gonna be for me, this is the kind of like pretty clear heads up the game will give you to go, look, this character in particular is gonna be interested in conversations that might get a little spicy. If that's not for you, then we're giving you a heads up. Because, like, even characters that would be open to that, you can steer away and, like, steer toward platonic friendship stuff. But certain characters are going to be more prone to certain storylines, and you get that heads up.
You cool with that? Or you want to skip it?
I'm going to say I'm okay with this type of stuff, for an
Carry
example.
on, then. You seemed quite happy about something. I wonder what sort of dream you were having.
You know, even at this point, it's like, okay, it's implicatory more than anything. I was eating the most incredible meatball sub, 8 feet long and about this wide.
Oh, well, I guess that would explain the movements of your hands and the sounds you were making. Oh dear, I was way off base with my guess. After seeing you be so lively last night, I was hoping to hear a little bit more about what you're into. You can learn so much about people from their dreams, you know.
My dreams are always nonsense.
Maybe so. But you can divine a surprising amount even from the nonsense. Go on. Tell me.
I was starring in that hit TV show, Flame of Bones.
Oh, I'm not sure I know that one.
It's a dark, gritty fantasy famed for its expository scenes with people banging in the background.
Oh, well. I already like where this is going.
I stormed the castle keep on Dragonback, burning my enemies to cinders.
Ooh, then what?
Only the Mad King stood before me and the throne that was rightfully mine.
So what did you do?
I gave him the greatest head of his nasty royal life.
Oh, yes. Yes. Good for you. You're lucky to have such fun and sexy dreams. I can't say I've been so blessed.
You don't have good dreams.
Not for a while now. I haven't slept well for years now, to tell the truth. But it's not something I want you to worry about, all right? All I care about is knowing You're sleeping soundly. I just want you to be comfortable and happy when you're with me. I hope you're satisfied.
I am.
I'm so happy to hear that. I could talk to you for hours, but I'm sure I've taken up enough of your time. Well, here's to pleasant dreams for both of us tonight.
Oh, wait. Okay, I'm gonna let chat dictate what we interact with next. I'm gonna walk around, I'm gonna name some things I see, and chat, if you get particularly excited about an option, you just start spamming it in chat so I know. We've got the toilet, the mirror, the bathtub, the cupboards, the door, the towels, coat hangers. We've got an exercise ball, some other exercise equipment. We've got some boxes, toys. We've got an electrical cabinet. See if we get any kind of chat consensus. We've got the fireplace, we've got a piano, we've got a globe, desk in study, fuse box. Which desk would this be? Where's the study? What, the desk in here? This desk here? Is this the one you're talking about? Is this the desk in study you're asking for? I'm curious about the electric cabinet. Yeah, the fuse box I'm curious about. Okay, we'll come have a look at this. I'll put fuse box on the list we can go have a look at.
Upon reflection, it makes sense that your desk is as muscled and sturdy as she appears to you here now, but you still can't say you were expecting all this.
I hadn't interacted with her yet in my own playthrough. Oh goddamn! Chat, you knew what you were talking about. Hello.
She looks like she could snap you in half with a pinky, but also like she gives the most incredible hugs imaginable.
Aha! A stranger! I am Dasha.
Oh, hello!
You have quite the look on your face.
Oh, do I?
Ha
ha! Can you pick me up?
Of course I could. Would you like that? These muscles aren't just for show, after all.
Yeah? Well, you weren't kidding. I haven't been picked up like this since I was a kid.
Dasha never lies. My muscles are capable of lifting far more than your feather weight.
Just like that, Dasha sets you down as gently as a feather.
Holding so much on my shoulders, day in and day out, my job demands muscular perfection. That's enough about me, though. Tell me about yourself.
Hi!
You have intent in your eyes. Have you come to ask me questions?
Uppies! Yeah, I always appreciate a game with a good content warning system, and I don't know if this is the best one I've seen, but it's definitely up there. It's one of the more smartly implemented ones. Wow, you're so perceptive.
I see much here through the day. I have become very good at reading people. Your eyes might as well be question marks. But listen to me go on. Speak, friend.
I was hoping to revive my love life.
And you have come to Dasha to help you do this, yes? You have come to the right place. Tell me more.
I'm a bit inexperienced.
That is no problem. Inexperience has an easy solution. experience. We will get you sorted out in no time.
Okay, sure, let's start.
This is the spirit. You are winning already. Pretend that I am the one who makes your heart flutter.
Uh-huh, pretend. Sure, I'll pretend.
What
that.
would you say to me?
I'll pretend that. You are the one that makes my heart flutter.
Ah, you are funny one. Great joker, you.
No.
Try again. Seriously this
No,
time, huh?
No, that was... Okay. You really don't think that could be you?
We are only just meeting, my friend.
Yeah, but you look like this.
It was very funny, really. But the time for joking is over now.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. Perhaps there is too much pressure. Perhaps we must go back to basics. We are side by side at Tasteful Bar. I am just your type.
Yes, you are.
You wish to impress me. How do you get my attention?
Crush my head between your thighs like a watermelon, mama. Nice muscles, can you pick me up? The thing that I said 2 minutes ago. Would you mind sharing your lifting regimen?
Oh, you would like that? Come here.
Dasha lifts you ably with one hand,
Oh, this is
raising you
great.
high off the ground as easily as you might lift a pillow. She sets you down with a proud grin.
You seem to enjoy being lifted over my head like barbell.
I do.
I rather enjoy it myself, to be honest. You are like tiny feather. Lifting you is like lifting baby.
I feel like there's probably a sexier way to say that.
It is true, though. But perhaps you are right. Wait, what am I saying? We are here to train you, not Dasha. We must focus. Still, you
Okay,
have impressed
okay.
me in our imaginary bar.
I'm glad I impressed you at the imaginary bar. Did I also impress you here?
Here is my number, attractive stranger. Now, the question is, will you know what to be doing with this number?
I carefully fold it and put it into my pocket, then call you after a reasonable amount of time. I call you right away!
Wow, you do not play games. I never thought I would meet someone who feels the same as me.
Oh, she's into it.
You have earned yourself date. Excellent work today. Come meet me another time if you wish to continue your lessons.
I do wish to continue my lessons.
I have much work to do, but I have enjoyed our time together here. See you next time.
Okay, now I need to know about the fuse box upstairs. I do need answers now.
You walk into what you thought was your breaker box, but as the dark door swings open, you realize you're somewhere entirely more stimulating.
You've been recruited into lesbians. I got recruited into lesbians a considerable amount of time ago. Sometime around or before, I got married to my lesbian wife on a train. We had a lesbian train marriage. That was pretty good. Presumably sometime before that day, I got recruited into lesbian. I can't tell you when. I don't remember signing the paperwork, but... on a train, yeah. Have you not heard? Oh, there are some people in chat who haven't heard the train wedding story. Let me find the link to my wedding. Train wedding. There were news stories about our lesbian train wedding. Let's find the Avanti West Coast News story about it. That'll do, from the news desk. Yeah, there's me getting married at, that's me and my wife throwing our bouquet on platform 1 of Euston train station. It sure was a, publicity stunt for a train company that we did. we got our entire wedding got paid. You've seen it twice on Tumblr so far this Pride, hell yeah. This was Look, it was clearly PR for a train company, but it did mean we got to get married on a train, and our entire wedding was free. We didn't have to plan it. We just showed up, and a wedding happened. It was great. Anyway.
A classic speakeasy club welcomes you in. The low electric lights glow warmly. Live music drifts languidly from a sumptuous velvet red stage and envelops the audience in a pleasurable haze of pure vibe. The gentle clink of cocktails in glasses rises from a wood bar to the left of you, and then a gentleman with a languid, easy air to him approaches you.
Oh, my wedding dress was so lovely. It required a lot of work to get into, and I had to travel from my home to Euston train station in the wedding dress, on the train and the tube. It means I did have to wear my wedding dress on the London Underground.
Well, now.
Oh, I'm sorry that it crashed Twitch. Oh, hello. 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 I know we just spent the last 5 minutes talking about my induction into the into lesbians. I've talked about my sexuality before, and the way that I often describe it is like 99% lesbian, reluctantly bisexual. Bisexual through technicality more than anything. Lesbian is, for all intents and purposes, the right word to use, and then occasionally I will see precisely this person here and go, maybe that's negotiable. Maybe lesbian is a little negotiable. Reluctantly, I am occasionally attracted to the odd non-woman here and there.
A brand new patron.
And I'm kind of digging this design. I'm new. I'm in here all the time, or at least every time it rains and the breakers trip.
Are you sure you're not thinking of another closet? I'm certain this must be your first time. Trust me, I would never forget such a striking face.
Because here's the problem. The men that I will occasionally be attracted to are always, like, the worst decisions. And I know that. Like, I'm very rarely attracted to a man who's a good idea. I'm attracted to, like, oh, you'd be the most fun bad decision I could make, you know? You'd be terrible. I wouldn't. But, like, I could, though.
Oh yes, distractingly so. I imagine it would be quite difficult to focus on anything else with you around. Though, I can't say I mind.
Yeah, this... Look, if I closed my eyes and listened to your voice, I would know that you are, like, absolutely, like, destined to break my heart. Like,
You have quite the reputation around the house, live wire.
Oh, you're already giving me dangerous nicknames. Oh.
I'm eager to explore it for myself.
Oh, it's sleazy and it's gross. Okay, though.
But we're getting ahead of ourselves. Where are my manners? My name is Volt.
Yeah, it is. Of course it's Volt.
He extends a hand towards you, a conduit of pure, dangerous
This is just futuristic AU Astar. This is just futuristic alternate universe Astarian. This is like Astarian if Baldur's Gate 3 was set in 2250. Oh, this is a terrible decision. I'm taking his hand.
He lowers his head to brush his lips across the back of your hand. Was that a spark of static electricity you felt just now?
Oh, that's gross, but, like, tell me more.
It's a pleasure to officially make your acquaintance.
Taking his eyes from you for the first time, Volt slips his arm around your waist and turns you, slowly, to take in the rest of the room.
Welcome to the Breaker Box, the pinnacle of luxury and entertainment, and the most exclusive club in the house. Impressive, isn't it?
There's more than one club in the house?
Why would there be, when we have everything you could want right here?
Touché, sir.
That sound, the flickering lights, it can only be a power fluctuation.
Oh, he's such a bad idea.
What? Oh, that. Well, that was nothing, just a little surge. With this much energy coursing around, it's bound to happen.
I would believe all his lies. Yeah, Terra. Yeah, I would.
Volt,
Oh, hello. Hello, Eddie.
This newcomer looks exhausted, frustrated, and annoyed. His sleeves are rolled to the elbow, revealing calloused and bruised hands that he wipes on a rag.
Eddie! Just in time to meet our guest.
Oh, hi.
The human? What's she doing here? I'd imagine if we don't poison the mood, they'll be joining us for the headliner show. Joining us for tonight's show, I hope?
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Careful
Like the
there,
copper wire
Loudwire.
accents.
I might just take you up on that. Right. I'll have fun with that. I finished the patch, I'm clocking out. Not my best work, but it'll hold for the show. Ah, I see. And you're sure you're feeling all right? I'm fine. Just don't overdo it.
Eddie turns and trudges away, focusing on the rag in his hand.
Oh, you two are very interesting. I need to know what the distinction between you two different electrical people is.
That certainly is one word for Eddie, yes. His human skills leave something to be desired. Best to simply give him some space.
No, that makes me want to interact with him more.
Back to the matter at hand. Tonight's show. Shall I set you up at one of our VIP tables?
Sure. I'm a VIP?
You are, by definition, the only person in this house, so I'd say you more than qualify.
Oh, flatterer.
Shall I set you up at one of our VIP tables?
You sure you don't need to check on Eddie?
Well, that's very thoughtful of you, but I assure you, what Eddie really needs is space.
Is that right? I'm not convinced. I should maybe go check on him.
I insist that you don't.
Oh, I don't like you. I'm trying to be sympathetic to a person who's hurt and in need, and this is your response?
Before you can even take a step away, Volt grabs your arm, his grip tighter than
What did I
expected.
tell you? He was a terrible decision. I knew he'd be a terrible decision.
A fire flashes in his eyes for a second, then it's gone and his grip loosens.
No.
The friendly mask returning.
No.
Well, not now, at least. It would be a shame for you to miss the show after all the hard work that went into it.
You needed to, like, hide your assholeness for at least, like, a couple hours. You needed to get me invested a bit. That's too early for me to see the masks.
And Eddie would feel dreadful. He hates to be worried over. Shall I set you up at one of our VIP tables?
I guess we're doing
With
that.
pleasure.
With a wink, Volt hops nimbly
keeping
up
you at
onto the stage. He was born.
I'm keeping you at a fucking distance, though.
Good evening, you scofflaws and ducky watsits. Looks like Johnny Splash is going to be singing for us tonight. Be warned, patrons, you might get wet. Whoa.
That sure is the trash.
Hi, everybody. I'm Johnny Splash.
Oh, this is the shower, Johnny Splash.
I got a song for you all tonight. One from the heart.
I love the design. The outfit's great.
And tonight it'll be a cappella, because my voice is the greatest instrument of them all.
Even if I'm not... even if I'm wildly turned off by the Elvis voice.
I keep a close watch on this shower of mine.
Oh.
I keep my forces free of stain and grind.
Oh no.
I scrub the ground from the tiles between the lines.
Oh, Kveldstrom, I was well aware it was coming. I saw the warning signs. I wanted to live in the fantasy that he wasn't going to be terrible for just like a little longer, you know. Yeah.
That was amazing, baby. I even surprised myself.
I washed the line.
I've seen many bombs in my time, but that one takes the crook-blasted cake.
Hello, microwave?
Oof. Even I couldn't clean up that mess.
Oh, hey.
You didn't like it? I thought it was okay. I'll retool it and come back with something even better. Just you wait.
With the club beginning to close down, it appears that the show is over. You spot Eddie nursing a solitary cocktail at the bar. Volt is nowhere to be found. Things feel colder and quieter without his presence.
Hey, Eddie.
Show's over. Club's closed.
I I wanna chat with you. I just wanted to check on you.
Why?
You seemed upset earlier.
I wasn't. Happy? You can go now. Are you always this oblivious?
Yeah, kinda.
Then allow me to make it perfectly get out.
I see, you're just making me want you even more now, though, is the problem, because, like... You got this real push people away because you're afraid of, like, letting yourself care because you worry that's going to get you hurt. And, like, I can fix you, I can break through that shell, get you to open up, and then you'd be all just soft on the inside. And, like, I could be the one to fix you, you know, and, like... That's definitely a healthy way to think about an interaction with someone. Yes, the words moving to demonstrate that it's sung is great. Look, I have terrible taste in men, but, like, I acknowledge my own terrible taste in men. Chat. Are you open to us meeting the contents of this bag? Just once on stream. Because her outfit is fucking incredible. But it does involve some objects that could be used for sexual purposes being constructed into an outfit. I want to give people a heads up, but I do think this outfit is, okay. If you've had your heads up.
The stranger standing before you is dressed to kill. A sheer black catsuit, studded black manacles with pink fur trim, and a variety of brightly colored accessories drape their shoulders and frame their delicate features.
The shoulder pauldrons, the tentacle hair, the ball gag and anal bead necklace, the empty strap, the cuffs, it's quite a fucking look, right? Again, whoever designed the eggplant earrings, whoever, yeah, the rose, whoever came up with this design, I hope they got to take the rest of the week off, because...
Loneliness has been such a defining factor in your existence over the last few years, you've almost forgotten what it's like to be around others. You've certainly forgotten what it's like to be around someone like this. You almost feel as if you've stepped into a sex shop.
Hey. So, that little bag that's in the dresser next to your bed? They're sex toys.
Sex? Oh. Toys? Pleasure is not a game, darling. But at least you didn't call me a marital aid.
Benoit is gonna have some pretty choice dialogue and themes. They're adults only.
You want to skip me? That's fine. I can have plenty of fun all by myself.
Are we open to doing just the first interaction with Benoit? Because Benoit, genuinely, I think Benoit's a really interesting character. Okay. In we go. Thank you, Twitch's terms and conditions. This is not a game primarily about sexual content, therefore this content is okay.
Okay, have funsies.
There you are. I was beginning to think you'd forgotten me.
Who could forget you?
Cute. I'm Benoit, your partner in pleasure.
Oh, you're,
What many call sex toys, yes. I prefer to call myself your ruin.
She's a real devastating flirt.
It's really about time you came to speak to me. Given the way we met, someone less confident than me might really take it personally.
This is why I kind of wanted to do this. I really find this character interesting. She is very outwardly confident while having some real insecurity about her connection to you, and I think that's like a really interesting dynamic to explore.
They look at you expectantly, raising an eyebrow.
You do remember the way we met, don't you?
You were a gag gift.
The words gag gift make their cool expression crack for just a moment.
Ah, yes. There it is. Gag gift.
They look absolutely disgusted.
It's not that they've been used as a literal sex object until now that upsets them. It's that they were considered not a serious, not something serious, that they were considered a joke.
The only way to strip the word gag of all its appeal. Some friend of yours thought they were hilarious. You moved into this house and your friend brought you a big box. You opened it up to find... what else? A smaller box. You opened that to find another small box, and so on and so forth. Eventually, you got to the smallest box, and there I was, a bright-eyed virgin, yours for the taking. But there's still time to rectify that.
That face on the box.
After all, you're here, I'm here, and I know you have nothing but time. So how about it? Me and you and mind-bending, earth-shattering pleasure?
Rectify, yes.
I knew you couldn't stay away much longer. Come here.
Benoit takes you by the hand, guiding you to lie down on your bed. What happens next is a blur of sensation. Benoit is everywhere at once, taking your hands and showing you just what to do to blow your own mind. You've never experienced anything like it, and you know you'll never be the same again.
Butt plug Chan. There we go. We're done with our first day. We have a Discord message.
Hey!
Sam.
How's things in labor limbo? You been using all that extra time to do anything fun?
Kinda. My life got weird.
Weirder how?
I got a mysterious package from a mysterious person.
What, just out of nowhere? So what was it?
These glasses can do weird things.
Like what?
They make gajinkas out of stuff in your house.
Gajinkas? Human versions of non-human shit? I know you've been watching too much anime. What do you mean?
Exactly what I said, and there's more.
More? I'm still on the first part.
I might be getting into a romantic relationship with my bed.
You understand how insane you sound right now, right? Like, if you were literally anyone
So
else, I'd be like,
enjoy playing it yourself.
Stupid. You're serious? You're not fucking with me?
I'm only doing the one stream of this today. I'm not going to be streaming this ongoing. I'm going to be going back to Yakuza 0 on Friday. I just wanted to do a one-off stream of this, A, to convince people to check it out, and B, to show people at least a couple of interactions with Barry Styles, Steph's wonderful character. You know, I don't want to rush through stuff, but I'm going to make sure that the first thing we do every day in tonight's stream is go see Barry Styles, just a little bit. Why would I make this up?
Fuck, I don't know. You seriously have magic date furniture fuck glasses?
Yes. Don't disrespect the date viators.
Date viators?
Yes.
This is too much. I'm not equipped to process this today. I'm logging off. Goodbye.
Sam is the correct friend to be interacting with. It's a new day, and you know what time that... Well, you know what that means. It's time to hang out with Barry again.
Well, hello again, darling. Absolutely fab to be in your lumescent company again. What's new with you? I hope all is gorgeous.
You are gorgeous.
I am indeed. So, since we last chatted, I've memorized the hex codes of all my favorite shades of pink. and then I forgot them.
We're about to get into some neurodivergent shit. I'm about to feel very called out by Steph's writing. My friend has written content I find very relatable.
I was supposed to be organizing all my color palettes before I got distracted by thinking about pink things and trying to name all the stuff I know that's pink.
Was that in-game chat fully responding to you, or am I missing something? Yeah, it was responding to me. I was selecting dialogue, it was selecting dialogue. We were doing, like, I was picking dialogue choices. All you need to know about this game, at our job, we got replaced by AI. We're now just kind of sitting around not sure what to do. A mysterious box showed up that gives us glasses that lets us date household objects. Now we're dating household objects. That's the game.
So, anyway, if you were thinking of going with the Smile Republic Berry Red eyeshadow today, I apologize in advance for not knowing where it is.
Oops. You really do have a lot going on in that brain, don't you?
I suppose I do. Which is funny, because if you'd asked me, I'd say my head's empty most of the time.
Oh, Mr. L, you can date the glasses at any time. We can date the glasses next if you like. After we've talked to Barry, I can try and hit on the glasses.
I forget enough things that it should be, but the moment a thought's gone, the space immediately gets filled up with something else.
Hey, Steph, you didn't have to call me out like this.
Well, that reminds me. I was actually going to ask if you could help me with that. I mean, from the color coordination on your amazing outfit alone, it's clear you're far, far, far more level-headed than I am, darling, and I'm messier than one gets trying to do the mascara in the back of a moving taxi.
A thing you've definitely never tried to do. I wouldn't say I'm a beacon of organization, but I'll do my best to help.
If you're offering, I'd absolutely love the help, sweetie. Lately, I've just found it really, really hard to focus on anything. You know, I realized after we spoke last time that I actually can't remember what we talked about.
Uh-huh.
Like, I have little flickers of the conversation.
Some of these interactions I haven't seen for years. It's weird being called out by myself by a fictional character.
Like snapshots almost, but you were really interesting and I enjoyed chatting and I feel awful that I can't remember anything as if you weren't and I didn't.
Barry falls silent, the weight of his confession clearly getting to him.
Barry, it's okay to not remember everything. I don't think forgetting the details of a conversation is that terrible of a thing to do.
It's more than that, though. For example, if I watched a movie, do you know how much I'd remember by the time we hit the credits? Same thing, just snapshots.
Huh?
Maybe a line or two for a while, but it can be more important stuff than that, too. It could be the happiest day of my life, and I'd still walk away with cliff notes that'll fade in no time at all.
Look, I love my wife deeply and dearly and truly. I cannot get, like, our wedding anniversary date to stick in my head properly. It is a number, and I know roughly where it goes. I have to double check it so frequently. It's a piece of information that my brain just goes, nah. I have to hold on to that. I'm pretty certain I know it. Pretty certain. Can never be sure. My brain just... Sometimes it's just bits of information. My brain's just like, nah.
Feels like my brain robs from itself. Just takes away the things I experience and leaves an outline in its place.
Yeah, Death Trail says dissociative disorders, I have been doing my fair share of reading about dissociative disorders recently out of some theory crafting about my own mental health.
I can feel life crumbling away behind me like a particularly cheap liner pen.
It sounds like you're really trying, though. For some of us, our brains just don't cooperate like they should. This is the line where I'm like, I really could have, like, about 5 or 6 years ago could have really fucking done with someone saying this to me.
I try to remind myself of that. I really don't mean to forget. In fact, the harder I try to remember a thing, the more likely it is that I'll struggle to commit it to memory or get distracted by something or whatever. Then again, my stupid brain's a steel trap for stuff that's totally not all that important. It's just whatever silly thing I'm mega focused on at the time.
Yep. Don't tempt me into starting a tirade about, like, a info dump spiel about the lost Michael McRomance album, The Paper Kingdom, and what we know about that officially, and what is rumored about it, and the tracks off of it that leaked a little while ago, and everything that led up to that leak, and the fact that that leak seems to verify that there's probably 2 other unreleased tracks from that album floating around in private collector hands, or the songs that ended up on other albums that I suspect were originally destined for the Paper Kingdom. Like, this is where I do my info dump, where I'm like, I could really get onto a screed about how Pinkish, off of the standalone solo album by Gerard Way, Hesitant Alien, that I think Pinkish was originally meant to be a Paper Kingdoms track and was reworked, given its similarity to the themes of parental support groups discussing missing children, or the ways that we can verify that the leaked version of Witch that got out there is real. Welcome everyone, you've joined me info dumping as we have a conversation about ADHD and inability to remember important things, but also autistic info dumping about things that are completely unimportant. Yeah. Oh yeah, Death Tales. Yeah, I'm aware of the spectrum of dissociative conditions, and I have my thoughts about what might explain some of my shit. I don't really talk about the dissociative shit I have going on publicly, but I got some theories about some stuff rattling on in my brain that dissociative might be the right word for. Anyway.
I once learned a whole bunch of meaningless facts about Herne Bay in Kent. At one point, I could quote you every line of I Want to Be Your Gunnery, or give you the history of the pinball machine.
Steph, I have to know how much of this line is accurate. Do you have a whole bunch of meaningless facts about Herne Bay in Kent? Is that a thing? Is that a thing you learn facts about at some point, out of curiosity? Or the I Want to Be Your Granary example. Are these real? Because the history of the pinball machine, I fully believe is a real one you pulled from your life. Unikin says, I've just gotten into a vinyl community of friends over the last year, and there's multiple members who love MCR and at your level are passionate about it. God, the sheer temptation to play the leaked Paper Kingdoms track Witch on stream right now, which would 1000% make this stream unmonetizable, but Herne Bay has the world's 2nd largest clock tower. Hell yeah! Steph, I knew I could count on you to deliver me a Herne Bay in Kent fact on demand.
I could have told you all that. Until I got bored and forgot.
Yeah. Do you hyperfixate on things? It makes sense that you'd remember that stuff. Yes, the granary line is a reference to Final Fantasy IX, yeah. As soon as it was pointed out, I was like, okay, yeah, that makes sense.
The only thing that ever really stays is the thing I talk people's ears off about all the time. Cosmetics, product, makeup, and skincare, all that glitz. I'm never not fascinated by the things we style ourselves with, and I guess that's what makes Barry Styles
I am gonna have to info dump as soon as we finish the Barry Styles interaction. This has gotten close enough to things I've experienced that it's activating the sleeper cell that is my autistic special interest topics.
It's what I can remember, so that's me.
Oh no, I'm defined by the things I hyperfixate on because they're the things I can remember.
Pretty ironic, darling. The closest thing to my heart is only skin deep.
This line fucking broke my heart. Steph, There's other really good lines in Barry Styles' story. This might be my favorite thing you wrote in this game, Steph. Of what I've seen, this line right here might be the one that fucking got me the most. Maybe for some, but you make people feel good. That's definitely something that matters.
Barry gives you a warm smile.
That's a lovely way of looking at it. You have a beautiful perspective. Oh, yes! I forgot that's what actually started this. I can't remember a single thing, and it looks to me like you're able to keep track of roughly 100 things at once. So, like, how? How can I at least pay attention to the things I want to pay attention to?
I'm gonna give you the advice I had to give myself. If you can't keep everything in your head, maybe keeping it somewhere else would be the best idea.
How do you mean, hun?
Write stuff down. Yeah, Rule Spider, we're dating everything. I mean, we're mostly dating Barry Styles, but we're playing date everything. Yeah, not just important dates, like all the stuff.
All sorts of things.
No, things that other people said that made you laugh. Details of events you don't want to forget.
Oh, yes, of course, darling. It's so obvious. Yet I never actually do it. Sometimes I think to do it, but then I just don't. Feels like too much. Or I convince myself I don't need to. But I do need to, don't I?
Yeah. Well, to be blunt, yes. Welcome to being neurodivergent, Barry.
Heck, even if I forget to bring a notepad, I'm literally never more than 2 inches away from a liner pen in my own arms.
Right. Using the tools of the trade isn't a bad idea.
Oh, like, I could use the orange eyeshadow as a highlighter for super important notes, because it's a lovely shade and it's always left unused on the palette. And I have this red ink liner that's always been too splodgy for lips, but oh, it looked gorgeous in a notebook. I didn't even think about how fabulous the book itself could look.
That's the idea. If you make it fun, it'll be easier to remember.
I'm getting
the dopamine
giddy just
will
thinking
happen.
about glittering up a notebook, like giving my own memories a makeover. This is brilliant. This is just brilliant. Thank you so much.
I love hearing you say brilliant.
Brilliant. Now, I absolutely must get to work.
So we're gonna date more things. But Steph, you have activated one of the sleeper agent hyperfixations in me. So, I'm gonna try and keep this a real quick autistic hyperfixation info dump, but I gotta get one of these out now because it's been activated and that's how these things work. The band My Chemical Romance, they had an incredibly popular album in 2006 called The Black Parade. It was a heavy, dark rock opera about dealing with death and coming to terms with death. It was the band's third album. It was their most successful album by far. It's the most commercially successful album they ever had. And when, the record label were like, right, you gotta do your next album, they felt a lot of pressure to try and one-up the thing that had made them, globally successful. So, in their mind, initially, that meant we gotta go bigger and bigger and bigger with the dark concept album. We gotta go bigger, we gotta go darker, we gotta go more intense on the themes. So they start trying to create an album called The Paper Kingdom. The Paper Kingdom was going to be about a group of parents whose children had all died, passed away, gone missing, in a sort of support group for grieving parents, telling themselves a story that their children were off lost in the woods fighting a witch in the woods. And, it was through the lens of grieving parents trying to process their grief. And ultimately the band realized, this album is way too fucking dark. It's dark for the sake of being dark because we're trying to outdo the thing we did before, and as a result, we're making something that is making us miserable to make and that feels forced in its end result. So we gotta scrap it. They go completely the other direction and ultimately make an album called Danger Days, The True Lives of the Fabulous Killjoys, which is a concept album that's this big, bright, neon, bombastic rebels at the end of the world story. But they did record tracks for the lost album, The Paper Kingdom. One of those recently leaked, a track called Witch. It's out there. It's been circulating in private collector hands for several years. But my theory is that the song Pinkish off of the Gerard Way album Hesitant Alien was originally meant to be on that scrapped album. And I'm going to pull up the lyrics to it to very quickly info dump about where I feel about that. Now I could have been washed away. Rescue me, mother. Fragile and holding my hand. Accidents, grades, marks that we left on each other. That sounds like missing kid talking about their parent that they have been separated from. Like, washed away, rescue me, mother, feels 100% like it fits in with the theme of, like, relationship between parent and child, separated through the story of the witches, but also, like, the more you go into that song, it starts talking about, like, holding on, our dreams might be okay. It's like, okay, yeah, this is a story that you and the support group are telling yourselves about your kids because you're not ready to mourn the fact that they've passed on. I think that Pinkish was originally a scrapped song from the Paper Kingdom. There you go. That's me doing a hyperfixated info dump about a thing, because Barry activated my sleeper cell and I had to talk about it. Anyway, what do we want to date next? I'm gonna date Betty the Bed again, and then I'll ask chat for direction on where we go next. Actually, it might be the table again. Then I'll ask chat.
Betty reclines luxuriously on the bed when you first see her. Thinking about how your bed can be lying on the bed makes your brain start to short-circuit.
Oh, the glasses. Yeah, we'll do the glasses next. Sorry.
It's happening.
Remind me at the end of this conversation I said we'll do the glasses next.
She looks effortlessly comfortable and luxurious, but her expression is more pensive than anything. She smiles when she sees you, sitting up and patting the blanket next to her.
I was just thinking about you. Were your ears ringing?
No, but my heart was racing.
Oh, was it? That's funny. My heart races when I think of you too.
You know what? You know who I'll also speak to today? I'm gonna go talk to one of the deliberately least sexual encounters possible. The coat hangers, the Hanks. I will get one of the least sexual encounters in this game added on the list next.
Well, since you're here now, maybe you could help me out a little. I've been trying to have more peaceful nights, but it hasn't really worked out. I spend a lot of time before bed indulging myself in some detailed fantasies.
Go on.
I have this crush who doesn't seem to notice me.
Yeah, who could that be?
Sometimes we're so close I could just reach out and
okay,
kiss
the wall's interesting, yeah.
So, in this fantasy, I tell myself I'm finally going to get their attention.
Yeah?
I do all kinds of things. Maybe one night I touch myself and call their name when they're next to me. Maybe I bring someone home and let them catch us in the act. Sometimes I invite them to join, and sometimes we just don't stop. But our eyes meet. And they know that when I'm gasping and moaning someone else's name, what I really want is to say theirs. To let the entire house know who it is that has me so worked up.
Well, I hope whoever that is, works out that you're interested in them. Anyway, I'm off. Maybe you fantasize about talking to them.
Well, that's not very sexy now, is it? Much better to pine. Safer. I've got all sorts of fantasies queued up every night. But no matter how much material I feed my brain, I never seem to carry that blissed-out, warm feeling into my dreams. I tried getting into lucid dreaming for the longest time, actually. I practiced for years. But it never worked for me. Not once.
I'm an avid lucid dreamer, me.
Really? Ugh, I'm so jealous. It must be wonderful getting to choose what you see when you close your eyes at night. But there's no point in dwelling on it. It's just not in the cards for me. Well, my lucid dreaming attempts are long behind me now. I do wish I could get a little peace at night, that's all.
There's other ways to sleep soundly.
Yeah, you're right. I just need to keep trying. Well, what can you do, hmm? Maybe I'll take up meditation. See you tonight, then?
Can't wait.
Me too.
Okay, let's try dating the glasses. I have to remember how to date the glasses. Yes, how do I look at... I gotta remember how to look at the glasses to do it. Is it... I have to go to Skylar? Oh. If anyone can remember how to date the glasses, is it do I go to Skylar?
Hey, how's your day going? That's short for I think about this stuff a lot.
I'm having a great time.
Oh, yes, I knew I was good for something. How about a nice menu? I have lots of different ones, all different styles. Here's the main one. Welcome. What can I do for you in my main menu?
Let's chat about you.
Oh, let's. There's lots I can chat about. Me?
Let's talk about our relationship.
Relationships? My favorite subject. What do you want to know?
How do I get you to have feelings for me?
Oh, you want to date me, eh? It's possible, you know. You just have to, ask me about myself.
Tell me about yourself.
Not in this menu, silly. I prefer not to be that obvious about it. It's the chat menu. What do you need?
I don't remember how to look at my own glasses.
Anything else? Oh, yeah, I'll miss you.
Chat, does anyone know how to date the glasses? I don't remember how to interact with the glasses. Date everything. Dating a dust bunny is indeed an option. We can go track them down. Wait a sec, Skylar specs. How to date Skylar. Skylar can be found by using the Skylar app on the phone with date creators on. I guess that is how we do. Anyway, let's... I'm up for finding the Dust Bunny. Does anyone know where the Dust Bunny is? You know where to find the Dust Bunny? I'm happy to go give them a go. I'm guessing they're probably in one of the cupboards. Under the sofa. Cool, let's go see if we can find Dust Bunny under the sofa or behind the couch. Cool. How do I crouch? Okay. Yeah, I'm crouching. Anyone can be more specific? Oh, interact with it without... Aha, for the Dust Bunny to come out. Aha!
You see a curvy, grey-haired beauty dressed in an outfit reminiscent of a famous old gentleman's magazine. She winces at the bright light you've brought with you. A cute, bunny-shaped creature is clutched in her arms.
Oh, My goodness, that is bright. Startled me a bit there, honey.
Oh, sorry.
It's all right. My name's Dolly, and I'm a dust bunny. I live under this big old couch.
Of course, with a voice like that, your name is Dolly.
Howdy. Well, I live lots of places. I suppose you could say I'm a bunny of the world. The floors of the world, at least. And this here's my little companion, Lint Eastwood.
Lint Eastwood.
She holds the little creature off.
Lint Eastwood. Mjorp, indeed. Ah. Sorry, one sec. Ew, your literal filth.
Put a finer point on it, why don't you, honey?
Believe me, Dolly, that was the nicer of the two dialogue options I had available. There. There we go.
My stars. I didn't know I had a sweet talker on my hands. I'll be honest with you. Flirting isn't my love language. I'm a bunny who is more than she appears.
Terribly sorry.
It's all right, honey. I'm easygoing. You got something for me, or should I get back to work?
I love dust. Can't get enough.
Now that's what I'm talking about. Listen, I just got out from under that couch, so let me stretch these dusty gams and hop around a bit. I'll be right here warming myself by the fireplace if you want to come back through sometime. I'd sure like to see you again.
Sure, that sounds lovely.
Mm-hmm. Talk soon, honey.
Okay, I got one more interaction in me for today, and I know who it's gonna be.
Dasha is lifting an enormous stack of papers over her head, standing on one leg, barely breaking a sweat. She drops them as soon as she sees you.
Hi. How's it going?
It is going excellent now that you have arrived. After all, today we have practice date.
Ah, yes. Practice date. You're very passionate about helping others, huh?
Most certainly, there is no greater joy in life. If there is one thing I have learned from dear Abel, it is that helping others is a great way to ignore the sadness within you.
I once again feel very called out.
You think because I am strong, I am not able to feel sadness?
Oh, no, I saw Disney's Encanto. I know that you can be both a strong, muscular woman and also feel sadness.
That because I smile, I do not cry into my pillow at night? If you pinch Dasha, does she not shout, "Hey!" I am just as human as you, my friend. So human, in fact, that even when you are hurting my feelings, I am still going to be helping you. So, let us begin our
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to hurt
date.
your feelings.
All right. Here we are on our first date. Where have you chosen to take me?
A restaurant.
Ah, a restaurant. Yes, a classic for a good reason. We will gaze into each other's eyes across table and feel the sparks. Come then, let us go to a restaurant in our imaginations. Here we are. Shall we share appetizer, dear date?
That pretty smile is all the appetizer I need.
Huh? Pretty smile? Me?
Yeah, you!
Perhaps you are meaning someone else?
No, I mean you.
This imaginary restaurant is filled with people. Like herring in the barrel, as my father always said. Perhaps our waitress has impressed you with her
No,
pretty
you.
smile?
I'm talking to you, Dasha.
Oh. Well.
Are you blushing?
Well, that is one way to impress your date, but sharing appetizer is also excellent way to get close.
You're not wrong.
Let us move on. Our food has arrived, and I am eating my steak with great enthusiasm. What do you do next?
I ask if you'd like to try some of my pasta.
That is the way. There is no greater joy than gazing lovingly into your date's eyes and taking bite of food from their plate. Romance, spark, sensual generosity, top marks. And now, our final question. The waiter walks in with bill and sets it on table between us. What do you do?
I beg you to pay it with tears in my eyes. I challenge you to an arm wrestling match for it.
Important question. Who pays?
Ooh. The loser pays.
No, you were so close. You almost had it perfect. Instead, you have ruined it.
Oh,
the
no.
entire date is a waste. Shameful, just shameful. It is as if you have learned nothing from me all this time. Very good.
Okay.
You are becoming
Okay.
quite a charmer. There is always more to learn. We will continue next time.
I really thought I'd
See you
fucked it
again.
up irreparably there. We're gonna go head to bed, and we're gonna go see Barry at least one more time, and that might be where we leave it for today. But I'm hoping that this one little stream is enough to encourage you all that you should all be going out and picking up Date Everything. It's out now. It's on Steam. It's on Switch. I don't know how it runs on the base Switch, but this is Switch 2, and it's been running great tonight. This is me doing my best to sell you all on why you should go purchase Date Everything and enjoy even more of Barry Styles. I meant to play this game for half an hour before bed. I played it for 6 hours. Yeah, I getcha. Hi, Barry.
Yes, that's me. I love the sound of my name, you know? I could say my name all day. Sometimes I do when no one is watching. I just remembered I've been working on another one of my world-famous Styles Profiles TM surveys.
TM.
I'm calling my quizzes Styles Profiles now, because it's definitely a thing, I swear. Last time, we took a trip to the wonderful world of cosmetic products, but looking good is only part of feeling good, is it not? For the next stage of my artistically audacious audit, I've drummed up a series of questions all about hygiene and freshness. In a second round, I like to call Coming Clean.
That sounds great. I love talking in detail about the personal hygiene habits of myself and others.
Oh my gosh, me too! It's easily in my top 5 things to discuss with friends and strangers.
Hell yeah, it is.
Of course, I've ensured that none of these questions are too personal, darling. As someone who hangs out in a bathroom all day, I totally understand the importance of discretion.
Oh.
Right, so, last time we talked tweezers, we talked makeup, we talked aesthetic. This time around, in the interest of getting to know you more and work out exactly how best to get you at your best, I've got a whole set of queries about the product you like when getting fresh. So, what do you think, hon? Are you up for Styles Profiles TM? Round 2, coming clean.
One sec. Okay, sorry, yeah. Keeping on work messages. Sure, let's do the coming clean.
Suds me up with soap and foam. I'm so excited.
Yeah, you are.
Okay, here we go. Question 1 for round 2 of Styles Profiles TM, which is absolutely gonna be a thing. when it comes to toothpaste, which brand best pleases your pearlies?
There are certain brands I love.
Ooh, do tell.
Professor Texture's coarse grade maxillary and mandibular scrubbing fluoride solution, bubblegum flavor.
Classy pick. What I love most about Professor Texture's products is the sense of passion they put into everything they produce.
Oh, Rule Spider, this entire game is puns top to bottom. It's wonderful.
Whether it's Professor Texture's non-denominational alkaline water for adults aged 35 to 60, or Professor Texture's specialized solution for the cleaning of cassette tape heads.
Steph, I gotta ask you more questions. Is Barry a fan of Professor Texture's specialized solution for the cleaning of cassette tape heads for its cassette tape head cleaning properties? Or is there a different reason that Barry Styles enjoys Professor Texture's specialized solution for the cleaning of cassette tape heads? Because I have to assume the latter.
Their commitment to fun is second only to the diversity of their merchandise.
Because look, any company that's still making cassette tape head cleaner in 2025, I don't think they're doing it for cassette tape head cleaning.
Never much cared for the coarse grade toothpaste, if I'm being honest. When it comes to Professor Texture, I always recommend Professor Texture's non-alcoholic and smoothened formula for the daily maintenance of oral acceptability.
Okay, Barry likes them for the cassette cleaning and doesn't understand why other people use it for something else. You know what? Actually, you are very correct. This autistic little innocent snowball would 100% have a collection of old cassette players and cassettes, and would be using it entirely for the purpose of cassette tape head cleaning.
Bubblegum flavored, of course.
What would they be making it for, Rule Spider? I don't know if you're asking sarcastically or if you would like a genuine response. For anyone who is curious, the sincere answer, cassette tape head cleaner may recreationally, and I'm not saying I would advise this, some people use it recreationally. You might hear it referred to as poppers. I can leave it to you on your own time to find out why someone might be interested in that. But that said, yeah, I could see Barry having like an old 80s cassette tape of like promotional recorded radio segments advertising 80s makeup. Yeah, cassette. Yeah, so you might see like cassette tape head cleaner being sold in a modern day context. Surprise, surprise! Those people are not buying it to clean their cassette tape heads. They are purchasing it to have a relaxed effect.
Anyway, I don't mean to floss over dental care, but we can't get incisive over just one subject. It's time to think about soap. Real straightforward one, this.
Yeah, I was like, I suspect there's some of you that are innocent in chat. Steph says, genuinely forgot I put a Poppers reference in the dialogue. I'm laughing my ass off. Yes, look, I'm just gonna come out and say this. You will sometimes find gay people who their equipment is of the penis variety, find that they loosen up a little bit and have a more comfortable time in the bedroom if they sniff a little bit of tape head cleaner first. That is essentially that's your answer there. You will see it sold as tape head eraser, tape head cleaning fluid, largely because the UK has something called the Psychoactive Substances Act, which basically says if it could, rather than having specific laws for like each specific thing that could get a person high, there's just one law that says if it gets you high, it's illegal. So anything that could get you high but also could be sold for a separate purpose, you have to advertise as being for its other purpose. We don't have the same formula for cassette head tape cleaning products around here in France, I guarantee. It can't be used as standard for poppers. Yeah, you'll see it sold for a couple of purposes. It's, yeah, there's a couple of things you'll see it called. Oh, Steph, well, see, this is why I asked Steph. I don't want to assume, but I thought you might have cleaned a cassette head in your day or two.
When it comes to hand soap, how should it be? Bars or liquid, blocky or squirty? Do they need to be a classic brick or bottles of squeezy wetness where it's at?
Oh, I'm a
hands,
squeezy wet
should you
gal.
be rubbing or pumping?
Liquid.
Exactly, of course. I always like to say that there is no wrong way to soap. Well, unless you're using mincemeat or soup or bird's nests or something. But, assuming you're soaping correctly, you cannot soap incorrectly. Bars of soap and liquid soap are equally valid, contingent on preference and pre-existing skin conditions. I think
Welcome,
the war
it's
between
Pride
bar
Month.
users and liquid users has gone on far
Look,
enough.
Chad, if I can't teach you about the ways that poppers hide in plain sight in UK corner shops during Pride Month, when can I? Twitch, if you don't like that I talked about that, remember, it's Pride Month. It would be bigoted for you to tell me off for that, Twitch. There's a war?
Surely you've seen the debates, darling. The furious, angry debates over the objectively correct format for soap. Those who think all soap should be barred, and those who think barred soap should be barred. Only the other type of barred.
The other kind of barred.
An endless war between solid and liquid. It's gotten so bad that there's been talk of dispensing violence, water torture, bath bomb threats, sun missiles, promises of delivering gel on Earth.
Steph, gel on Earth is great.
The storm is lathering, with both sides foaming at the mouth to scrub each other out.
This is good too. How long did it... Steph, how long did it take you to put those terrible puns together?
I'm just glad you stopped me when you did. I was running on spumes.
Spumes.
Okay, next question. No questionnaire on hygiene and cleanliness can be complete without discussing sponges. Its absorbency and non-judgmentally forgiving nature makes it a household name in many household. Plus sponge.
Sponge.
Sponge. Spongy, sping.
Come back to me, Barry.
Spungus.
Spungus.
Huh? Oh, sorry, I got caught in a word loop. You know when it just gets weird and you can't stop thinking about it?
Steph, no one can deny that spungus is your word. You came up with it. Better not be seeing any other pieces of media have spungus. Sponges. Yeah, I can relate.
Glad to hear it. Right. Sponges come in many varieties, only adding to their allure and popularity. But if you were offered a lifetime supply of sponges right now, with the proviso that you can only have it in one basic format forever, which would you go for?
Ooh.
Here they come.
Ooh, a poof sponge, the scrunched up net one.
Interesting choice. I've always found them a little weird myself. It's like washing with inside-out Bermuda shorts. But if you're looking for a body buffer, I'm going to support your choice all the way. They come in vibrant colors, they're easy to dry, and they provide that ever-crucial exfoliation while you clean. So, it gets points for efficiency. And that's it for your Styles Profile TM today. This information will be logged and categorized. Is what I'd say if I didn't have a brain that very much didn't behave like a sponge. Or maybe it does, at least when it comes to leaking everywhere. Anyway, darling, I'm delighted to say you passed because you weren't being graded.
Yay!
Farewell.
Oh, Barry. Now I am gonna save. I'm gonna save up. Thank you so much, everyone, for checking out this stream of Date Everything. I'm gonna be going back to streaming Yakuza 0 on Friday. We're gonna continue trying to solve the mystery of the vacant lot, work out who owns the vacant lot, what's going on back in the late 80s Yakuza with an English dub. Thank you so much, everyone, for coming along. This has been lovely. Go check out Date Everything. It's out now. You've been introduced to Barry Styles. Go explore all of Barry Styles' dialogue and also every item description of every item in the house. It's well worth it. Congratulations once again to my lovely friend Steph. Congrats on doing wonderful work in this game. I very much enjoyed everything you put in here, and everything everyone else who's contributed to this game has done. Congratulations to everyone who worked on this game. I'm gonna go get some sleep because it's about midnight. I say I'm gonna go get some sleep. What I'm probably gonna go do is go continue chipping on with my Death Stranding 2 review, probably. But thank you very much, everyone.